What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Stu Sumter back here with another video. I hope everybody's having a great day. Man, these playoffs have been phenomenal. Nothing short of great, energetic, exciting, crazy, all the above. I've been on the edge of my seat, eating my food, my dinner. I just oof. Somebody dropping buckets, LeBron doing his thing. You got a couple injuries. We just had fan throw popcorn on Westbrook, which is terrible, by the way. Donovan Mitchell's back. It's just so many crazy things, so many exciting things going on. In today's video, in this video here, we're gonna talk about the Eastern Conference playoffs, the first two games, and what's going on in those series, a little review, and then my predictions on Game 3 and Game 4 of the Eastern Conference series. And I will be doing another video that's going to be on the Western Conference side. So after this video, you better watch the Western Conference, or if you watch the Western Conference first, watch this video next. So, hope everybody's having a great day. If you enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and right next to that, hit the notification bell so you stay in tune with all your boys' videos when they drop. Without further ado, let's get straight into it. So in Game 1 in the series, the 76ers ended up winning 125-118. This was a back and forth game. On the Wizards side, Bradley Beal showed up, had 33 points. Russell Westbrook didn't have a great shooting game. He did have 16 points and 16 rebounds and a good amount of assists, but his shooting performance just wasn't it. Rui Hachimura did his thing, he did all right, added a solid little 12 points, but it just didn't get the job done. I think that with the Philadelphia 76ers, Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons, Seth Curry, and Tobias Harris had destroyed, he killed, put up 37 points in Game 1. And they ended up winning that first game to start the series 1-0. And moving on to Game 2, it was a total domination. The 76ers ended up winning 120-95. From start to finish, this was no contest. 76ers just dogged them. Ben Simmons was backing players in the paint all game long, using his athleticism and his big body, his 6'8 frame, 6'9 frame to just tower over defenders. And not to mention, they were just running, having fun, playing ball, shooting, doing everything they could. Westbrook ended up, having an injury, leaving the game. And with that being said, while he was leaving, a fan ended up pouring popcorn on him. That's a disgrace. That's disgusting. I think the fan, of course, should be banned. If not banned, and charged with something. Because who knows? Actually, we all know. If he was on the street, he's not pouring popcorn on Russell Westbrook. Westbrook would have given them hands. That's just what I'm saying. So I think that fan should be banned from the league forever. No second chances. You don't do that. Doesn't matter. He's a human, even though he's an NBA player. But I believe that the same thing is going to happen in Games 3 and 4. I think the Sixers are going to sweep them, and Philadelphia is going to be moving on. And I hate to see Russell Westbrook getting out of the first round, not getting out of the first round. But 76ers are just too big, too powerful this year, man, and they'll end up winning the series, in my opinion. Next series, you got the Boston Celtics and the Brooklyn Nets. This series has been kind of domination total by the Nets. I think just the Nets having too much firepower. KD, Kyrie, Harden over just Jason Tatum, and Kemba not really being Kemba that we expect him to be. It's just not enough. The Nets ended up winning Game 1, 104-93. So it was a close game, 11 points, which is cool. And then in the second game, Game 2, they ended up winning 130-108. Big three combined for 71 points, and they just towered. We know I think a lot of times with super teams, you gotta have role players. And in the Nets, Joe Harris, Landry Shamet, Brown, those boys came to play. They are a great supporting cast. Jeff Green, it's just all playing well for the Nets. And I believe when it goes to Boston, I think it's gonna be more of the same. Might be closer games, might come down to an overtime game or two, but I think the Nets are eventually gonna end up winning the series. I think it's gonna be another sweep as well, and the Nets are gonna be moving on. The next series, the Milwaukee Bucks and the Miami Heat. Woo! This series is it ain't looking too promising, I can tell you that. Miami Heat ended up losing the first game 107-109 to Milwaukee Bucks. All players were terrible. Jimmy, Bam, Giannis, all three of the real stars did not play well at all. But I will give Jimmy credit because he had the game-winning bucket. He had the game-tying bucket over Giannis to put the team into overtime. But in the end, the Bucks end up winning the game. I think Drew Holiday is a great addition. PJ Tucker is a great addition to the Milwaukee Bucks, and I believe they're going to go to the finals. They're on my pick to go to the finals. I think that mentally, the Bucks had to win the first game in order, because last year when Miami Heat surprised everybody and they beat them in the semifinals, it was kind of like, Giannis, what you doing? But they got over the hump of that first game. And then the second game, it was utter domination from start to finish. I was thinking these boys were gonna put up 200 points. That's how I was feeling. I'm thinking, they just making everything, and I knew they were gonna stop. And the Bucks ended up winning 132-98. They were being really nice. I wouldn't be nice. I'd try to put up 200 points. And Jimmy Butler is one of the most grittiest, hardest working players in the game. When he's not being, aggressive, it shows. And even though he didn't have a great game one, he was still aggressive. He only shot 10 times in game 2. So he knows what he has to do. Jimmy's not a dumb player. I do think that by the end of game 3 and 4, it's going to be 3-1. I think Milwaukee's going to get one dub. I don't think they're going to get both dubs. I think Miami is definitely going to get a dub at home. But ultimately, I do believe the Bucks are going to win the series. I would love to see the series go 7 games, but hey, as long as the Bucks win, I'm cool with my prediction. So yeah, I can't wait to see this game go on. I can't wait to see the series continue as well, because I'm excited to see what Giannis and those boys do. Very, very excited. And I want to see Jimmy Butler and his team bounce back. He is a dark horse team. I think they can do it. And the last series in the Eastern Conference, the Hawks against the Knicks. My surprise pick of choosing the Knicks to lose to the Atlanta Hawks in the first round. And in game 1, they ended up losing 107-105 off of a nice game-winning floater from Trae Young. And he was talking that junk at the end of the game, man. He was like, I'm here. I'm coming. I'm not here to mess around. Trae Young, John Collins, Clint Capella, Kevin Huerter, those boys, they came to play. And Julius Randle did not have a great game that first game. I don't know if it was jitters or whatnot. And to see and hear the crowd, the electricity, because New York, they've been terrible a lot of the times. They've been really, really terrible. So the fact that this team had the success that it had this year, with Julius Randle winning the Most Improved award, and it just, they had that confidence, they got that smile on their face, but they ended up losing game 1. And in game 2, they had a bounce back. They ended up winning 101-92, and it was chippy. Randle didn't have the greatest of games again, but Obi Toppin stepped up, the rookie stepped up. Reggie Bullock, his shot is so unorthodox, but it's like a line drive, just whoop, and he don't miss. He does not miss. Obi Toppin, the rookie, they was chanting his name. He got the crowd involved. Derrick Rose, 26 points. MVP, man. Derrick Rose never got hurt, but he is the spark off the bench, and they need him, and they did his thing. Trae was still doing his thing. Bogdanovich was doing his thing, the sharpshooter. Well, no, Bogdanovich had a little A-OK game, but Trae was still shooting logo deep threes and whatnot. And I think this is gonna be a chippy series. I think by the end of games 3 and 4, I believe it's gonna be 2-2. I think the Knicks are gonna steal a game. I think Atlanta's gonna win a game. I expect the series to go 7 games with Atlanta coming on top. So, and I hope so. It's just very, very exciting. Very, very exciting series to watch. But I think my favorite series to watch, probably, it's the Knicks and the Hawks. I like the trash talking, so I can't wait to see how this series turns out. If you enjoyed this video, please hit a thumbs up. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave your comments down below, your thoughts on the Eastern Conference series so far. If you're not doing anything, get ready to watch the Western Conference series review that I'm talking about right after this. Please do, because you gotta talk about all the teams. You gotta talk about everything. Hope you enjoyed this. Subscribe, hit the notification bell. It's your boy Stu, and I'm out.